Hello, this is Lynn Dessert, and this is career tip number 4. How do you move to a new job in a new city? It can be quite daunting to think about relocating and finding a new job at the same time. But I'm going to walk through 5 strategies that'll help you find that job that much quicker. The first is make sure that you are on LinkedIn. The number one place for recruiters, for headhunters, for companies to find and source talent. And that's where you want to be. There's 2 things you ought to look at on your LinkedIn profile. The first is change the city where you currently are at to the one that you would like to go to. That way, when they do a search within that city, your name is going to pop up. Here's one caveat though. If you get called for an interview, you may have to hop a plane or drive to that interview if they think that you're local, because oftentimes they are only looking for local candidates. The second thing that you can do is join different groups. There are job hunting groups in every city. Get on one of those groups because oftentimes some leads are shared, some resources are shared, and potentially some positions are shared. You will find recruiters sourcing those groups also to find job candidates. The second strategy that you can use is to move temporarily to that location. And there's a good reason for doing that. Primarily, when you're in the city, you will be able to meet with people. And networking is absolutely key. Find those resources, find companies, get introductions. There's nothing better than having a face-to-face than doing it all by phone. So step up your game and think about moving there temporarily. That shows a level of commitment that you're really serious about moving to that new city. The third strategy is to research networking meetings. You can do a Google search. You can ask questions on your LinkedIn group that you've joined in strategy number 1. You can also ask people as you go along and you meet them, where would they suggest that you go to meet other people who are going to share jobs, share leads, and potentially introduce you to the right people. The fourth strategy is to contact alumni and professional organizations to find out who might reside in the city that you want to move to. And then pick up the phone, send them a note, ask them if they've got a few moments of time, talk to them a little bit about the type of role that you're looking for, the kind of companies that you might want to work for, and ask them if they have any suggestions of people that you ought to meet. And sometimes, you never know, they might know about a job, and then all of a sudden you've got an interview. And the fifth and final strategy is be ready to answer the relocation question. There are organizations that are not going to fund relocation from one city to another city. And so what level is your personal commitment to fund that on a personal level versus having the company pay for it? That's a question only you can answer. Now, using those 5 strategies, I'm sure that will help you get a better leg up on finding your next job in the city that you want to go to. And we'll see you next time.